some people in the crowd were chatting so much that the comedian, he even said he was doing this. He's like, he did the teacher thing where he's just like, I'll stop. Like, and then the great thing, another one of our nameless friends, maybe the same nameless person as earlier, then just yelled out, I want to watch VR porn.
I believe this is the same said person.
This is the same nameless friend who, she was kind of the star of the show, honestly, with her crowd comments. Like,
I'm going to hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
exactly.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. Merit scientist lab. Merit scientist lab.
Usually served either blended or shaken with ice.
Oh.
Want to hear more?
No, that's all.
What did she say?
It's a drink made with coconut and pineapple and like lemon or pineapple juice and things of that nature.
Isn't that what I said?
It is, but we verified it, and I know now. Now I know.
I'm talking about pina coladas.
Yeah, for those of you out there who like pina coladas, good for you. But nobody likes coconut.
Coladas. I love coconut.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I feel like you're the only person that doesn't like coconut or that likes coconut. Everybody else has. They're like, ugh, that's disgusting.
No,
Tastes like a hairy ball or something.
a hairy ball?
Well, you know.
It looks like a hairy ball. It doesn't
It does.
taste like a hairy ball. So how many hairy balls have you tasted before?
None, sir. But
Jeez Louise.
I was just going off of like the just the visual, and that's what I would assume that it would.
No, it doesn't taste anything like that, and you know it if you've had it.
I know. So anyway, that's okay. And what else is okay, folks, is ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to our landmark 90th episode.
I got news for you. That means you're gay.
90th episode of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. All right.
That's the wrong show.
I know.
That show went off the air in the late 90s. Arsenio Hall.
Yeah, I know, but I just
The Dog Pound.
Yeah, but but I'm excited. We're here. We're getting closer to our 100th episode, which we're really looking forward to, and something special for you guys. But first,
speaking of that, something special. I need.
Oh yeah, we have to do that.
You got 10 weeks left, and I need the information.
All right. Well, I have a free day tomorrow because it's a Friday night podcast experience. As always, it is IRJ, the pizza guy, along with Jared, the visual mad scientist, and we should be awaiting a guest arrival here momentarily.
Maybe. Motherfucker's late and shit.
He was like, I'm so sorry. So, for the first time ever, we started the show, and somebody's actually going to walk in on it.
No, that's not the first time.
Well, yeah, I mean...
Well, maybe it is. I don't know.
I don't know. So, we will hold off on your... until he arrives.
Is that like walking in on your parents doing it?
Have you ever done that?
No.
I don't think I have. If I did, I was really young, and I don't remember it.
I tell you what, our guest is quite loud, and I can hear them upstairs talking.
Talking to my mother, who only likes talking to Jared when he comes. So everybody out there. So I come home, okay? Oh, there he is.
She doesn't like me? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, so there he is, our good friend Shawn.
Wait, show the camera what you got in your
Yeah,
hand.
you got
shit.
We
you got the
some
pizza.
pie.
So you don't know this, but the background is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yes.
Oh,
All
I
right.
should have brought my hat.
Yeah.
Damn,
Well, we
nice.
just thought of it on the fly.
Hell yeah. Where should I put
Just put it on the floor with the rats. You know, that invade the house.
Yeah, apparently I'm Splinter.
Yeah, because he's like the dojo master.
I was like, I'm a brown rat. Is that what you're calling me?
No, you said a rat. You didn't say a brown rat. Now that sounds fucking racist. And he was a person before he was a rat.
That's true.
Okay, and the turtles were, well, they've always been turtles.
There's turtles.
But they're mutants now. So anyway, I come home.
Mutagen.
I come home. Hey, Mom, how was your day, RJ? It's fine. Oh, I made some dinner. Okay. I'm sitting there eating. She's talking to me a little bit. Goes back to watching TV, waiting for the guys to come over. The moment Jared walks in, oh, hey, Jared, you know what I did today? Well, you didn't tell that to me, Mom.
Well, she didn't want to tell it twice. Yeah.
Well, that better be the damn reason.
And she wanted to make sure Jared heard it, so she's not going to tell it
But it's every
twice.
time. When Jared comes over, she'll change the air filter. You know, the things I'm
he's
supposed
a
to
Not
do.
just me, Greg also.
Okay. And shout out to Greg. We miss you. All right. Sorry, I always have to throw that in there. But she only talks to them. She doesn't tell me any of this stuff.
She probably would at some point. It's just maybe she
she
knows you
should-
had a long day at work and she didn't want to bother you.
Yes, I was unfortunately eating more of that pasta salad. It's been 2 weeks since I've had it, so leave me alone. Okay. I've already had 2 bowls. God forget. And then
know.
Shawn brought us pizza and something for Jared, correct?
Yes, some
All right.
fettuccine Alfredo with
Oh,
chicken. And,
right.
of course, broccoli.
This
Oh.
guy with the broccoli jokes.
Oh, my God. Okay,
Hey,
so we didn't want
I'm
to...
not the comedian here, all right?
Okay, so we were gonna wait till you came over before
you.
we started that to
Hey,
start
thank
this
you
week.
for having the beer ready for me.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what? Let's get this thing rolling so we can go out and do illegal shit later. But enough of that. And,
How far in are we?
like 4.5 minutes.
Speaking of illegal shit, on the advice of our counsel or future counsel, stop incriminating yourself and third parties on the internet.
It's all right. I apologize. Not really, but I will not do it anymore.
Hey, I mean, July 1st, it ain't going to matter.
It's not. It's not.
Well,
See,
at least one thing.
well,
yeah.
that's all.
Well, it all depends on what people's jobs are, and
That's true. That's true. Right. There's not just the law. There is jobs. That's a great point. Yeah.
Okay. I apologize if I self-incriminated you or myself. But anyway, so
You can
we
only
were,
self-incriminate yourself.
yeah,
but-
that's, Okay. Very, very valid point. So what we were talking about last week before the show went off the air.
wait, can we talk about your me, myself, and Irene haircut this week?
First of all right, there it is. You see it? Turn my head there. Your kids' dicks are bigger than them sausages. Oh, man.
jeez.
Yeah, sorry.
forgot about that.
That always fucking cracks me up.
I met the one of the chubby kids.
Yeah. You said his name was Jared, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty. That's pretty cool.
That.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But you know what else is cool? So this past Saturday, not tomorrow, but last Saturday, we went down to the Ugly Mug down in DC, and we got to see Jared and other, I guess, comics, upcoming comics, and some people who've been doing it a while, do some stand up. It was pretty dope, man. We had a good time.
A lot of fun.
A lot of good vibes, a lot of support out there for you.
Yeah, like everybody came. That's why I was telling him. I was like, I don't want everybody at this show because I got to sell tickets every time.
Yo, we went crazy for you, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck, but now nobody wants to buy for fucking next week, the 27th.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna be out of town next week. Oh yeah, that's right. We might have to find another day to do the show because I'm leaving Friday. Going to see my grandma.
Nice.
We could do perhaps Thursday night.
Yeah, Thursday night's fine.
Isn't that when
'cause
your show is?
it is.
Oh, shit, it is.
Yeah.
Well, then Tuesday night.
Oh, okay. Well, we will find a way to make this happen.
Okay.
But anyway, so we had me personally had a great time. Before we start, I guess before Shawn gets on you about the broccoli joke, I want you to know that we're really proud
Don't
of you.
say the broccoli joke though, because
Okay.
I'm still working on
Don't
it.
spoil it.
Okay, we're not.
He improved it.
I know.
He's owning it. Yeah,
He's
owning it.
okay. So
I like what he's
we're
doing.
we're all really proud of you, man. Take
Very
some brass
proud.
balls to go up there.
Right.
The woman before you would not shut the fuck
I
up.
know. I was on.
God,
She
she was
killed the
horrible.
crowd for you. She killed the crowd.
She was
Bruh.
super bad.
She was like
A
Banya
lot
up
of
there.
these cats they had some funny shit. Okay.
Here's what I can tell you from this time compared to last time. This time I felt like I guess I got the jitters. I was still nervous before I went up. I don't think that'll ever go away. But
No, it shouldn't.
no,
you know?
yeah. I don't want to get complacent.
I'm pretty sure Chris Rock still gets jitters, you know?
Yeah, I
Like,
was watching something recently. Very high level comedian. He was like, "Yeah, I still get fucking nervous."
when you don't, that's when you know it's time to quit.
Yeah.
Like,
So this time though, I felt like because people kept bringing it, like everybody had to bring their level up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think that one, I guess she was there the whole time, the one that went before me. But I'm not trying to shit on her, but I heard from the feedback. I really wasn't listening because I was up next.
yeah.
And the feedback that I got was like from everybody was like, yeah, she wasn't really talking about anything like that made
She
sense.
was just rambling.
Yeah,
She said,
yeah.
"I wish I had a dick." That's what she said.
Buffalo sluts.
Buffalo sluts, and I wish I had a dick. And that's when I sip my beer a little.
A lot of it was like about her dad.
Yeah,
or something.
$100 bill and her dad and brother
Right.
or something.
I'm like, yo,
this
this
is
is
backwoods
just a
shit.
sad upbringing. Like,
Yeah.
It's not
This
that funny.
is welcome to the monologue. You know, it was very.
I don't know how new she is. I don't know how, but it's like coming all the way from New York. I'm assuming she's new because.
But why are you coming all the way from New York just to? I mean, basically do. I mean, it's.
Well, the guy who runs the show, that particular show, he lives in New York. Actually, he's
Okay,
gonna
so
be
they probably know each other.
probably through the same cycle as all of the ones that were up that night.
Are you getting paid for this?
No.
Okay, see, that's why I'm like, why would you come all the way from New York to basically do an open mic night? Like,
Well,
it's above an open mic night, but you know, you're not getting paid. Like,
Yeah, I think what it is
Maybe she's visiting.
more. No. That's what I was saying.
because she basically said in her bit that she's like, she just came in last night. It sounded like she just came in to do this. Like,
Yeah, and there's a show in New York, same guy, 6/28 that I'm thinking. I'm sorry. Yeah, 6/28, June 28th. I'm thinking about doing, and that's in New York because I think what it is you want to be able to see different audiences, different venues, different places. If you're trying to get like good. So maybe she's trying to be good, and maybe her shit works in New York. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like this ain't the same crowd that you would get up in New York. But the guy, like I said, who runs the show, he's from New York. He'll be down at this show coming Thursday. So I'm interested to have a conversation with him and see
where that takes you.
Yeah.
On a vast river, in a boat.
But yeah, I felt good.
you did a good job, man.
Thank you. I was watching a couple.
I could never do that.
I was watching.
I would shit all over the stage, like
Literally.
Not even vomit. I mean, like poop everywhere, just everywhere. Just
That
like
might get some
that's-
laughs, though. That might get some laughs.
Oh God, he's dying on some. Like,
it is nerve wracking, man. But I think at this point, like between college and theater or drama in school, I've been in front of people enough where I guess I can manage it enough to just go out there, do what I got to do, and then be done. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I know the first time I did it, it was in a bar. It was small, and it was like, I think I was more nervous this first time.
This first time?
what does that mean?
Because
What
the
the
first
fuck?
time I ever did it
What in the RJ does that
was
mean?
right before the pandemic hit. So, and I was gonna start going
Okay.
like,
I
boom,
get it,
boom,
okay.
boom, boom.
Right.
but
Fucking
then pandemic
Corona.
hit, everything fucking closed down, and it's like, all right, nobody's fucking doing comedy. Motherfuckers are doing Zoom shows and shit.
And
like,
that just
No.
just doesn't. I mean, at least I get it. People got to try. You got to make a living, but Zoom stand up, not really.
nah.
And in Jared's defense, everybody was talking about the same shit. They were
Yes.
talking about beating off, Pornhub,
Zoom,
more beating off.
the Capitol insurrection,
Yeah, and
COVID,
race,
and race stuff.
stuff,
I
yeah.
mean,
Race-
racial
it
stuff is
definitely
always
sucks.
a go-to in comedy, and it's like as long as you do it right, it's good comedy. But there's
Yeah.
a lot of people that
There was
do
a
it
lot
badly.
of and I got picked on by a couple comics.
Did
Which,
you?
yeah, they
Yeah.
The chick with the Pornhub shirt asked me if I.
she was-
Oh yeah,
If he
well,
received fellatio.
fellatio. That's a very.
She
Proper
said it like that?
No.
Oh.
She said, "Did you get your dick sucked a couple nights ago, or did you get a blowjob?" Like
I remember that.
Yeah.
at first, and every time they were talking to either RJ or me, I wasn't sure which one of us they were talking to.
Yeah, they
you know?
were. It was like, I'm pointing over there.
I think they were just like, whichever one of you reacts first, you know? And so then when they asked that question, I was like, oh, he's talking to me? Like, I kind of shook my head. And then I heard, some of our lady friends in the crowd yell RJ's name. And I was like, okay, let's go with her talking to RJ. Well,
Thanks for the support. Thanks for the support,
remained
guys.
nameless did offer to help RJ out, but
I'm trying to remember who it was.
That's
Nameless.
I know, I'm not going to name names. I'm just
don't
trying
be
to remember.
RJ and incriminate people.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't.
And then the second guy said I look like the guy that follows people on a little sidewalk Which
No, that guy was talking to me. Actually,
Are you sure?
Yes, because
okay.
he came up to me after the show.
Oh, okay.
And you know what?
Okay.
That's good because I couldn't really hear what he said because I was eating those tater tots as you guys gave me shit.
all of my-
All right, you know what? We will get to that later.
all my
right?
goddamn tater
We
tots.
will get to that later. All right.
Okay. Go ahead.
But yeah, because I was like, I don't know what he said. These tater tots are good though. But
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Did not know.
he did come up to me when we were outside, and he was like, "Oh, hey man, thanks for coming out. Thanks for letting me talk about you." And I was like, "Oh yeah, no problem. I don't know what the fuck you said." But
Wait, so what did he say?
He basically, I thought he was initially talking to me. He said I look like one of those people that follows his friends on a little sidewalk and trying to keep talking to him, but they keep walking in front of me.
I see.
Or
I
so- I
think,
heard
I
something
think
like
he said it to me because I was sitting at like the bar
Bar
stool
stool.
at our table,
Gotcha.
so I
I see.
was like the extra guy.
I see.
like,
Okay,
yeah.
that makes sense.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then the third guy said, "You look like you like VR porn."
Oh yeah, he was definitely talking to you.
Oh yeah.
And
That
another.
was true though. I think you would like it. You're a gamer.
Right.
Well, hold on. I've never
Yeah.
done it.
No, you've
But
never
you'd
done
like it.
but
You'd
you-
like it.
I don't know.
Have
if
you
I'd
tried
like
it since this guy suggested it?
No, I'm not going to spend $500 for porn.
No, you play for the other games. Put it on your little Twitch channel,
Oh, there
and
was.
then do it for
Could
games
you
later.
imagine whacking off with the thing on and somebody walks in seeing you, dude?
I'm
There's-
definitely gonna try it one day.
There's a guy I used to work with. Who
Oh, God.
He was all about it. And I swear to God, he brought the damn thing to work. He's like, "Look at this, bro. Look at this." And I'm like, "Okay, this is a little weird, but sure, I'll check it out." And I'm like, "Yeah, it did look really cool." But he acted like it was basically like how you felt when you got your first video game system. This guy was like, "Oh my God, bro. Like my day off. Like I'm getting up early, like all day." And I'm like,
What, he's just
Good
gonna
for you,
just
but-
beat it all day?
basically. And I'm like, "God bless your energy. And I hope you got like some good lotion."
And
But
yeah.
So here's me thinking outside the box. So you get the VR porn, and then you get a fleshlight.
See, I've never used one of those, but I also have a friend who's crazy about that.
I'm just saying.
My friends are pervs.
Yeah.
Do you remember the conversation we had at the end of last week's show? Sir?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
We're all pervs.
We're all pretty
all
fucking
pervs.
weirdos. We all have our own little things.
By the way, great moment after the VR porn thing. So then there was some people in the crowd were chatting so much that the comedian he even said he was doing this. He's like he did the teacher thing where he's just like, "I'll stop."
Yeah.
Like, and then the great
Bro.
thing, another one of our nameless friends, maybe the same nameless person as earlier, then just yelled out, "I want to watch VR porn."
I believe this is the same said
This
person.
is the same nameless friend who she was kind of the star of the show, honestly,
yeah,
with
yeah.
her crowd comments. Like,
All right. Well, the one guy behind me that admitted to Pornhub Premium.
oh yeah, that guy. He
Oh,
was,
yeah,
he
that's-
was
that
all
guy was-
night.
yeah.
That's
all
my
night.
buddy.
He was like, "I love porn."
That's my buddy's friend.
Yeah, he was sitting with one of the. I didn't realize that. Like when that one guy went up on stage, I was like, "Oh, this guy was sitting right behind me the whole time."
Yeah.
I'm glad I laughed at him.
Yeah. You didn't find me funny, motherfucker.
Most of the people were good. It started off strong. Like I can't remember everybody,
But that's what I'm saying. Like this time compared to the last time, like I felt like people like because the one guy that was talking about coke and shit.
Yeah, that guy's fun. That guy
The
was
first time I saw his act, it was like, nah, dog, you're.
Well, he had some moments where I was like, "You're losing
No,
it."
he
but-
still had some, but he was much improved from the last time.
right, and that's good. That's
Yeah.
that's great.
And I was gonna say something else, and now I forgot what it was.
the one gentleman that you said, the guy that I thought was probably one of the best up there. Well, what was his name? The gentleman?
The Bill Burr lookalike.
No, not
That was I was like, he's a Bill Burger with great hair.
dude. Yeah, that guy was.
Oh, the teacher fucking joke. You know what's crazy because my boy, the one that was sitting behind you,
Yeah.
he was having issues the last time with people talking in the crowd, that table in the back,
Shut the fuck up.
and I was like, if that was gonna happen, because it kind of happened my first time. I heard people murmuring in the back, like, but then I was gonna do that same thing. It was like because I did substitute teaching for a while, and it was like I was gonna do one of those
Can you
things.
imagine
where,
Jared as your substitute
I was
teacher?
just about to say,
bro,
were you
like, sit your ass down, do your fucking work.
right, Semper
'Cause I-
Fi, motherfucker?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna make sure. That's the point. Like those kids were gonna do that work because I wanted that teacher to know that I wasn't bullshitting. Like
But
they
it
were.
was preschool, bro. Chill.
No, it wasn't preschool. This was middle school and high school, which is middle schoolers are
when
fucking
everybody bad as fuck.
fuckheads.
When did you do this? How long ago?
Back in '87 when he was.
No,
22.
it wasn't that long ago.
I'm just teasing.
Uh,
Back in
2012. 12-ish.
And were you doing it at schools around here?
At Hayfield.
Hayfield,
All
okay.
Hayfield.
Okay. Yeah, that ain't easy. I mean, I went to Hayfield.
No, again.
Yeah.
Well, it's
some
probably a
rugged
lot like
folk over
nicer.
there.
Yeah,
But that's the other thing. That's the same thing. Presentation. Like I have to at least teach the class, even though we're watching a movie, and I got to make sure these kids are doing their work. I still have to handle the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, and you got to set it off like you got to come in that first day as substitute and lay it down. Like,
Yeah, I'm not playing.
that easy sub.
Yeah.
I'm not the guy you call Jared. All right, I'm Mr. Smith.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Because that's the first sign. Oh, we can do whatever we want when the substitute comes in and says,
Just call me.
Tim."
Yeah.
Like, okay, call you irrelevant.
we are throwing spitballs and fucking flushing toilets, heads down toilets.
Substitute teachers don't get enough credit.
They don't. At all.
Especially if
definitely
you're
not.
dealing with like bad. I'm sure we've all seen The Substitute. Okay.
Oh man, badass motherfucker.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Well, there's like 5 of them. The Substitute 4, Return to the Mess Hall, or something like. It's fucking weird. No, the first 2 I think are pretty good. With what is it, Treat Williams?
Yes.
Yeah, Treat Williams. Yeah.
Yeah, especially the first one.
Yeah.
is
I mean, the first of anything is generally good if it. Well, nothing ever really warrants it.
It's one of those movies though where if you weren't like 12 the first time you saw it, would you like it as much? Probably not. But
is there jalapenos in that fucking pizza?
No, there's red and green bell peppers.
Hell fucking yeah, bro.
RJ
You gotta have
over
that
here.
spicy booty hoe. All right.
It's bell peppers. It's not spicy.
I know. It was, again, meant to be a joke. It wasn't funny. So this is why I didn't go up on stage.
But you know
and
what?
this is why I get roasted everywhere I go.
I had some funny ones.
No, you had some
No,
good
I mean,
shit.
I had some ones that bombed, I meant.
Oh, dude.
Like that one that I was talking about going back to work for the first time. I just wrote that shit out because I was sitting there. I'm gonna work on it.
He's like, what do I need this shit
But
for?
bro, you have
And it
to
was
bomb.
like
That's
looking
part
at
of the
crowd.
process. Like
I was like sitting there. I was like, why the fuck am I here? Like seriously, I went through that whole ritual that we used to do pre-COVID.
Yeah.
And then I sat down and I'm like, what the fuck was all that for? Like,
What the fuck was it for,
I
son?
could just been at home I could have been doing my job right now instead of going to get a COVID test and then fucking going.
Could have been at home with my VR porn and my fleshlight.
You know what though? Like you definitely had something there. Like the punchline wasn't great, but it was definitely like if you can work on it and get
setup.
a better punchline, it's definitely a good setup. Like there's definitely a great joke in there. So just keep tinkering at that. You know,
And
like,
the fucking whatchamacallit? What did I tell you? Oh yeah, so when you were asking me like what you can improve on, okay. The only thing is just like I think memorizing most of your routine.
That's not the first time I heard somebody was like, "You always have your phone in your hand when you're."
Shut up, bitch!
that might have
I'm
been
learning.
Me. That might have been me.
No, it was my buddy when I posted it on Instagram.
But I mean, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to start out.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So
and you weren't the only one. Like there was definitely like somebody else had like paper notes, like they were reading off of.
and they're like, "Yeah, you guys want to hear something funny?"
Let me get my bifocals.
Yeah. There was the one guy.
There's nothing wrong with that, like having like your notes,
No,
but like
it's
constantly every joke having to go
Right.
back to it.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Well, there
not
was
good.
the Jewish guy.
That was the guy with the notes. Actually,
Yeah. And then he.
Don't say.
Well, he
Don't
was
say that. Don't. I know. Just say there was the guy, the J guy, or I don't know.
the J guy.
A disciple of Hebrew. I think that's what he said. Dude.
Yeah.
Okay, we can put it that way, which sounds 100 times worse.
I think it sounds badass.
It does sound like
Right?
he's going to shoot a lot of people.
What sounds cooler?
my
Like,
God.
hi, I'm Jewish, or hi, I'm a disciple of Hebrew,
All right, that's pretty cool. With like a jacket and a
Yeah.
gun. All right.
and a motorcycle.
And the little.
You
cap.
could be like, Hollywood Hogan's disciple.
Yeah.
No, he was sucked.
No, yeah, that guy was just so random. Oh man.
Brutus.
So what do you think about his Frank Sinatra impression?
I don't know. I thought his stand-up. So he looked like a dad up there, telling dad jokes. He was like, I hate autocorrect. Instead of fucking, it says ducking.
He's totally right. I mean,
He's
but-
absolutely correct. And he was like, I was trying to hit ASAP, and it said asshole. And I mean, we all know this stuff, but I feel like it was dated. Like he was cool, but then he did the karaoke thing at the end, which I thought was really weird.
Well, it was super weird, but I will say it was a great Frank Sinatra. But it was just like what is this? Like,
It was fucking weird, right? Like,
Right.
yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad, but it was odd.
And then he went and sat on the chair like he was like really set Frank Sinatra and shit.
Yeah, and he was like
Right.
leaning forward to the young lady, and it was,
I was like, you can do karaoke or you can do comedy. But
Yeah, pick one.
yeah, right.
and I was like, and I was waiting for the joke within the karaoke, but I didn't get
That
it.
was the joke. He was doing Michael Jackson songs as Frank Sinatra. Which, you know what? Here's my thing. If you're gonna do that, just go all in. Make that your whole bit. Because if you make that your whole bit, then it can be funny.
Yeah.
But when you just randomly do that at the end of your stand-up set, it's like we all felt like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah,
Like,
it was a very what the fuck
is this
moment.
a talent show now?
Yeah,
Is it
he
talent?
he got up, he had like the hand on his leg like this, and he was like, "Moo," and I was like, bruh, like, this is fucking weird.
You know that first, and I can't fully recall, but I think the very first time when I was in that bar that I went to, I forgot the name of that bar. It was in Fair Oaks. It was open mic night, and I'm about 80% sure he was there also.
He's stalking you.
No, I think he's just one of those
I don't know why I
guys.
think
He
that's so
really wants
funny.
to make it, so he's just out there working the open mic circuit.
So did he just get in the comedy game?
I don't
I
know.
hope, because
I don't know, but I know
he's
he-
been in it all these years, and this is as far as he's made it.
I know he did go.
I'm sorry, dude. The whole just thinking about it now is hilarious.
I know he has been up to do a show in New York with those guys.
With Buffalo Sluts.
Yeah,
I wish I had
Jean
a dick.
is not my lover. She's just a girl
girl.
who
Yeah, it was
says that I am the one.
Oh man, that shit was fucking weird, dude. And then your friend that's from Baltimore, the gentleman that you said you thought was the best one up there. I don't know if you want to use his name or not.
Baltimore.
The guy
the
that
guy
did
from
bit-
Maryland.
The guy who was talking about North Carolina, right?
No, he's good. That guy's he's been around for. That's Anthony Oaks.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
good.
okay.
There were a few people, like, unfortunately, like I can't really remember like the first few people, but I do remember that it, like I said, it started out really strong.
Because you were eating tater tots.
Yeah,
You know what?
while we're
Fine.
on
Let's
the
get, let's
subject.
get into the tater tots.
Okay, so all
Tater
right,
tot
so
date,
I'm setting the
okay?
scene right now. We sit down. We're crammed at this little table. Jared is to my left. Shawn is to my right, and our good friend Motivated
Jay
Moving.
Joseph.
Motivated Moving. Make your next move your best move.
Solutions.
Solutions. So we're sitting there, and
Support
Jared's
a
got
veteran.
and Jared's got the tater tots, and I'm thinking, oh my god, Jared's gonna eat these tots and vomit all over the stage. Like that's what I thought. I was
Well,
like,
I
oh.
saved him from that.
But I was eating them slow anyway.
Yeah, and so Shawn was like, "Yeah, let me get some tots, bro."
Let me get
so
some of your
we
tots,
passed
Napoleon.
the little paper box.
People
thing.
know what tater tots come in.
Yeah, okay. Pass it back to Shawn. He's behind me, and I don't see them for a while. I mean, a good while.
Okay,
And then
here-
I forget about it. We're
Here's-
going on with the show.
Here's where you lose track.
I did lose. Well, I got up and got a beer.
So
I know you got a beer.
So you claim, your claim, and apparently Jared backs this up, is that I took the tater tots, and then the first time I put them back on the table, they were gone. Right? That's what
No,
you
no,
guys
no.
are saying?
That's not my argument.
Okay.
well, that's the way I
No,
remember it.
here's what happened. I took the tater tots. I ate, a couple handfuls or whatever.
Were there a lot of tots?
Handfuls.
Okay, not handfuls. Okay,
I was gonna say
when
he's
I
got
say,
the-
when I
the
say
thing.
handfuls, I mean like each time I was grabbing like two of them. Like,
Okay, all right.
okay. And so I ate a few, and then I put them back.
Yeah.
I waited however long. Nobody ate anymore.
Well, I ate a couple like here or there because again, I wasn't trying to get like.
He
too
didn't want to
full.
poop all over
By-
the stage.
by
I'm
the
not
ti-
gonna poop on the fucking.
by the
stage.
time by the time I put them back on the table and they were empty, it had probably been like an hour since I ate my first one, and I had probably grabbed it off the table like 5 times. Okay, so by that point, I thought nobody else is eating these.
Now, when
But
you
if-
said
know
you were
what, Jared,
grabbing it
I'm
off the
sorry.
table?
if I fucking ate your tater tots,
I was eating them slowly.
then I owe you some tater tots.
No, you don't. You got me.
I got.
Now,
all right,
when you were-
I think I paid that.
When you were
all right,
putting
all
it
right.
on the table, was it like at the edge, like behind me, like on my elbow, or was
It was like right
No,
in front
he
of you,
put it-
motherfucker.
Yeah, he put it right. Back
was
in
trying
when
to
the
they
put it
were
close to
empty? I saw
Jared.
it. I was like, Jesus Christ, Shawn!
Right, I saw you
ate all
shrug.
these.
I saw you gave me you were like, you scoffed. When I put them back on the table empty, you scoffed at me.
yeah.
Like, I think you even said like, thanks.
I was like, where are all the tots? And then our good friend, Motivated Moving Solutions, make your next move your best move, shrugged as well. But he also had.
But he's
some-
always a
Yeah, he's a
sarcastic
shrugger. He's a
asshole.
shrugger.
Yeah.
You know, but hey, he's a funny motherfucker too. All right, that guy. I keep telling him he should do stand up.
He won't do it.
Because one of the
Bro, if he went up there and told some stories,
Do you know
it'd
how
be
hard,
fucking crazy.
Yeah, but you know how hard it was to get him just to do this fucking show.
I was there for those conversations.
Oh, yeah,
I know
yeah.
firsthand. Yeah. I mean, he can be stubborn sometimes, but we love him. But here's the thing about Jay. This is why he's so funny. This is why he needs to do stand up, because Jay has a rare talent in that he can say something that is one of the funniest things you've ever heard. And you know, to him, he's cracking up in his head, but he will keep a straight face, like completely. He will look right at you and just say some hilarious shit. And like,
That's that Marine shit.
Yeah.
Bro, I'll never forget this one time I was with him at the bar. And he, it was one of those nights where the turn up, as the young folks like to say, was very real. Okay.
Oh, you know what? Okay, real quick.
Okay,
that brings me to another thing about Jared's bit. Okay, so Jared, there was one thing you said when you were talking about being new to stand-up, and you said, you know, us young and up-and-coming comics. What young people are you talking about, motherfucker?
I was just saying, look.
Play that fucking motherfucker.
Motherfucker. There you go.
That's what I thought when you said that. And I said something and Jay fucking laughed. I was like, young.
But I remember we were in the fucking...
young?
I wish
you're younger than the Frank Sinatra guy. I'll give you that much.
There you go.
That guy was old as fuck, dude. Well, he wasn't old as fuck.
And the other guy, the cocaine dude.
Dude, the cocaine dude, he was like visibly shaking. He was like, yeah, I need some coke.
I like that.
I was like, oh my God, maybe he does.
That's all he talks about.
He's the cocaine guy.
He's like, I love my family and coke.
Cocaine.
And if I didn't have cocaine, I had my family.
He's like, my dad was a bad dad.
Hey, who the hell is this guy upstairs?
And coke.
That's what it was. That was the bit. That was the whole bit. You know why I hate life? And cocaine. Like, yeah. Did some vacuuming the other day, and you know what was there? Cocaine. Yeah.
I found a new vial under the couch.
Yeah. Cocaine.
Yes, I'd like to make an order. Large pepperoni, extra cheese, and cocaine.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I read a joke that Richard Pryor did. Oh, speaking
of cocaine, Richard Pryor.
No, Paul Mooney has passed away.
R.I.P. to Paul Mooney.
Yeah.
One of the greatest.
So that's
ever.
why I didn't even know.
He died.
Was it you that posted the credits?
Yeah,
from Sanford or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know Paul Mooney died.
He died yesterday. Yeah, yesterday.
What would he die of?
Heart
Yeah,
attack.
he had a heart attack.
79.
He was 79, man.
Fucking
Dude, that skit he does with Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, I was about to say.
posted
dude.
that.
Yeah,
I posted-
Tom Cruise is the Last Samurai.
No, I posted
Yeah.
all
Next.
they put it up there.
They're gonna make a movie, The Last Something I Can't Say on Earth, starring Tom Hanks.
I can say it. Watch. The Last Nigga on Earth. Starring Tom Hanks.
He was like, and you got, and he was like, and Tom Cruise is the Last Samurai. He's like the white man, dude. All in feudal Japan, dude.
White people like Wayne Brady because he makes Bryant Gumbel look like Malcolm X.
Yo, that is the funniest fucking line. I don't want to say ever, but that shit is fucking. See, that's the level I want to get on. I want the irony / contradictory shit. And just like boom, like you know what? That's fucking right.
Oh my
That shit
god!
was
Ask
crazy.
a black guy. That was a great fucking bit.
That yeah, I
Negrodamus.
posted all of his because Comedy Central put them all together, and I posted the other day. So
Nice.
you can go on my.
All right, I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
if
tag your page.
Negrodamus.
What's your page,
Oh,
Jared?
Jared Smith.
the Mad Scientist
Viz
Lab.
Mad Scientist.
Oh, I have a couple pages.
Jared's got like 6
I have-
fucking
now I
accounts.
have-
We got our business. We got pages. We got
now I have Jared Smith
got
Comedy
jokes.
on Instagram.
Lots
you
of
wanna
jokes.
check me out. Jared Smith Comedy.
And while we're on it, you might as well like, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
yeah. Make sure you comment too. Tell us
Right over there.
how god awful we can.
And
be.
click the bell for notifications so you see every time there's a new episode that comes out.
Yeah. Come on. We like talking to you guys. I mean, I think, but it's okay. We enjoy talking to each other for you guys.
By the way, I just want to say real quick, we talked about substitute teachers. My best friend is actually a substitute teacher, so shout out Jenna. She bought me this shirt. She told me, she's like, oh, you don't like this shirt I gave you for your birthday. So I said, I'm going to wear it on the podcast, but She won't watch. Okay, so I'm
Will
gonna try
she
to get her.
listen?
I said if I wear the shirt, please watch. All right, and now this is how I'll know if she watches because here's your shout out. So we'll see.
Well, make sure she. Well, yeah. You know what? You're right. Here, let's. We'll
Make
leave
sure
that.
you like, share, and subscribe right there in the corner. Click the bell for notifications.
She called me one
Substitute
night
teacher.
and she said, I watched that podcast you sent me, and I was like, okay. She's about to tell me like, oh, this was funny, or even give me like bad feedback. But basically, what she said was like, I watched 6 minutes and I couldn't do anymore. And it wasn't even about us. She was just like, I just can't do podcasts, and I'm like, but it's me, like, and she's like,
well, it's us,
but it's
you know.
yeah. She's like, but yeah, there's all of you, and I was like, there's only 2 other guys, like.
I don't know. I think it's a female thing. Not a lot.
They like
of
to talk
they,
amongst themselves.
They can't really get into it because even my girls are like.
If you think about
you watch podcasts, I don't watch podcasts.
Right? How many female podcasts are there? You know, at least of the comedy type. And I will say this:
only like the high end, like Whitney Cummings,
Right.
Annie Letterman, all
the
them.
people everybody knows. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will say this, and I'm not saying this is a judgment of female comedians overall, but at your show, you know, I think in my estimation there were only 2 people that bombed, and they were both women. I'm just saying. Now there was a woman who was very funny, but the two women we talked about the one, and the other one was the Pornhub shirt, and
there was 3 total women.
yeah no the other girl that had like the stripes, I think, like
No, she had. Oh, maybe
she was
stripes.
talking about like there was one that was talking about like, you know, when people are like, oh, when I dress like this, people are like, oh, you're very brave. Like,
Yes.
she was funny. She was funny.
Yeah, I
she
like
was
her.
very funny, actually.
That was the second time I saw.
I think she was actually one of the best people.
She had a different act. She's been in it for 2 years for one.
Okay.
And she had a different act than she had last time. So, and that they were both equally good. You know, so like she's good. Leilani, I think
Something like that. Yeah, I think so. But Pornhub girl, she had like 2 or 3 good jokes, but she just rambled on so much, just like the other girl. And it was
And
one
she
of those
kept
things,
talking about sucking dick,
and I'm like, but where's the joke?
which is not
I'm
a
like,
problem, by the way.
You're saying stuff, but where's the joke? Like,
Yeah.
And here's another thing I noticed. So I had this dilemma during the show because, as we know, it was game 1 of the Capitals Bruins series, which, by the way, not to troll, but
Shut
tonight-
up.
Yeah, I
Shut
checked the
up.
score. Shut up.
By
All
the
right.
time y'all watch this, Boston will have won the series. Okay. Anyways, so I wanted to watch it on my phone, and I was like, well, as long as Jared's not up there, but I didn't want to disrespect any of the comedians, especially because I was sitting in that higher up seat, so I was very
Blocking
much
everybody's
noticeable.
view.
Right,
Hey, get down!
Right, so I was
Like,
like,
you know.
if I'm watching shit on my phone, people are gonna notice. And I looked around, and I was like, no.
No, people are paying attention.
Yeah, but I at one point I spotted one person who was staring at her phone, and she kind of made me think, okay, maybe this is kosher. Now, I didn't do it until like, basically like, I only started doing it to that girl before you that was bombing, and she went on forever, and I was like, it's overtime or whatever. Like, I need to see. And then as soon as you came up, I turned it off. But the one girl, when I noticed who was staring at her phone, that was the Pornhub shirt. And then when she went up on stage, I was like, wait, you're one of the comedians? And
Yeah, I didn't know she was either.
And she was sitting very close to the stage, and I was like, that's kind of just, at least if you're gonna do that, sit in the back, like.
But this, I guess, this kind of what I've been thinking about the last like week or so since that. You can tell who's serious about it, and
She was not serious. Yeah.
My mother's really proud of me,
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, I came on stage,
and I'm gonna suck some dick." Like,
Yeah,
man, there was a lot of talking about penises.
There was a lot of, I mean, I get it. When you're doing comedy, some of the staples are sex jokes,
Especially for
as we
female
talked
comics.
about racial jokes. Yeah. And yeah, it's kind of like, that's a good point. Like, I mean, it's kind of like, I mean, for a lot of black comedians, the, you know, like the race, the difference in races jokes is a go-to, you know, like, and I guess you're right that for a lot of women, the go-to is like the sex stuff, because I think women know, like, oh, people are going to think this is outrageous, you know, like, because it's one thing if a guy comes out there and starts talking about, oh, jerking off on Pornhub, like, but when a girl comes up there and is like, oh, hey, I have a JJ, like, they think you're like, whoa.
I'm torn with that.
It's just like anything. You got to do it right.
A comic that does it well, And
Whitney
even,
Cummings is good.
Whitney Cummings is good, but she has been in the game long enough where she doesn't have to do that as much.
Yeah.
Now
Amy Schumer, the same thing.
I'm not an Amy Schumer. No, Amy Schumer talks about that shit. That's all she talks about. And
Yeah,
then she talks about
that's her bit,
black
yeah.
dicks and shit.
Oh yeah, that's her thing. Yeah.
It's like relax. You know what I'm saying? Like
She
first of all, there ain't that many black dudes trying to fuck her ass. Anyway.
She used to fuck a wrestler,
Who?
Dolph Ziggler. He's not a. If you're a
I know
nerd like RJ and me, you're probably like Dolph Ziggler a lot. Like he's a really
I know
good
who
wrestler,
Dolph
but
Ziggler is.
He's been around for a long time.
He's
Yeah,
not an ugly motherfucker.
right.
So you know. Take with that you will.
No, honestly, in that relationship, he was the better looking person.
Oh,
like,
and Nikki Glazer, and she's fucking funny as shit.
Yeah,
And she
yeah.
talks about like her relationships and her sex life and all that, but she does it in a way where it's just like, okay, as a guy, I get it. And another one, Taylor Tomlinson, she's also good. She's got a Netflix special, and she's very funny.
who's that one woman? Okay, she used to be on all those Comedy Central roasts, and she was all about the black dick too. I think she's kind of a heavy woman. I can't remember.
I don't know. I don't really.
know.
If I had to be honest with
Lisa
you guys,
Lampanelli, is that it?
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah.
She did. She had a great joke about like a guy. She said like
It's
a guy gets on an elevator, with a woman, and I guess he's talking to her, I guess, in the joke, and says, "Can I smell your pussy?" And she says, "No." And he says, "Oh, must be your feet then."
That is a good one.
fucking.
That's that shit. That twist is like,
Because you don't see it coming.
no, the surprise. It's always a surprise. That's hot. That's that. I don't say anything about it, but that last joke that I did, yeah, that was a surprise.
I can't remember what your last joke was.
Nah, don't worry about it.
We'll talk about it later.
But
It closed well. Let's
No,
put
you
it that.
definitely finished well.
I
You
saw
did a little prop comedy too, which was great.
Which one was that?
with the chalkboard.
chalkboard.
I am drunk.
Yeah, Carrot Top over there.
Dude,
Yeah,
we
you can
talked
throw
about
that
how
one out.
creepy.
You
Yeah,
can
that
throw that
guy's
one out.
creepy. He's always going to be creepy.
You
Go
can throw
ahead.
that one out there because I can never do that one again. I just was the whole time just watching. I'm like, nobody's really fucking with it like that. So I'm like, and I saw the chalk. I'm like, I'm doing.
I
it.
thought
I like
you-
that. You thought of it on the spot, basically.
I thought you were going to draw like a dick because everybody was talking
Like
about
I have my set, but then I want to have a good like opener. Like, yo, this is who I am. Boom, and then I want to have a good close. Like, this is who I am. Boom. You know what I'm saying? And that last one,
Boom.
I saw fucking. Actually, the host, I saw him dying at that last joke, and I was like, yeah.
All right. So we were on the topic of female comics. I don't find a lot of females funny.
No,
I think as a
don't.
guy,
Well-
we probably won't.
Yeah, so I
find a lot more like actresses and stuff like funny than stand-up people.
Yeah.
Like for example, I think Tina Fey is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I would not
Like,
watch her stand up though.
Like, and obviously she's a great writer, and she was great on Weekend Update. But like 30 Rock, that's like one of my
Fucking
favorite
hilarious.
shows ever.
Yeah.
I mean, so many funny people on that show, but it's basically her and Alec Baldwin and Tracy Morgan too. But like, but also the chick that plays Jenna Maroney on the show, she's fucking great.
The receptionist dude too, or the
Yeah,
tour
I mean,
guide.
honestly,
the whole fucking show
people,
was
if
good.
you haven't watched 30 Rock,
You're fucking stupid.
there's so many funny people on that show. Like,
and I think the reason being, like you said, like maybe you can't relate or what, but with comedy, because I'm a fan. You know, I went up there, people were picking on me, I had a good time, I didn't care.
You sit in the front row, you're getting picked on.
Oh yeah, but it's fine. I get it. I didn't take any offense to it or anything. But I'm very open minded. It's like, okay, what is this person going to talk about, or how they're going to do their bit? And even as a kid, I tried to watch several female comics. I can't really name any off the top of my head.
I do the same thing.
But
I try to
just-
give them a chance.
Yeah, and I just never find any of that shit funny. Not all of it, most of it.
Yeah.
Some of it I'll laugh at. But the same can be said for male comics too. Like I think some people are funnier in movies than they are with stand up.
Like Jason Bateman. I would not
Bateman.
watch him do stand up at all.
Right, but another great show, Arrested Development.
Yeah,
like
well, he's not funny in Ozark, but
isn't that new
anger management also? Not anger management, Angry Boss.
Angry Bosses.
Yeah. That
That's
movie's
it,
funny. as shit.
That's another one. Like the sequel is, but
And what's
the first one is fucking
what's
great.
the one about-
Motherfucker Jones.
The one about the numbers or something? Not the numbers. It was a game. I can't remember. But anyway, that was Jason Bateman.
Game Night. Or,
Yeah, I think that's what it was. That was
I haven't
pretty
seen
good,
that, but I heard isn't that him and Tina Fey?
too. I don't remember if it's Tina Fey. I know it's him, but I can't remember who the other actress was.
And fucking. So yeah, that was just my 2 cents. I just wanted to put like, if you're out there doing your thing, do your thing. But I just can't get behind.
Keep working. It's just
But yeah, when that
different.
fucking lady came on before you, and I felt like she was on there forever, dude. She would not stop talking. I was standing at the bar. You saw how I was at the bar.
Right, because RJ says, "Oh, hey, you could go to the bar. You want a beer?" So yeah. Well, 20 minutes later, I got that beer. Like,
Oh, is it probably a line?
I kept
No,
He was
because
over there.
I didn't want to sit
he's over
down
there
and waste
talking
my
to
beer
Maddie,
and
like-
watch that. Yeah.
Oh, got you.
And he was, and a mutual friend of ours, whose name we will not disclose, he was feeling pretty nice, and he was like, "Man, this bitch ain't funny." And I
feel
was
like I
like,
just disclosed it.
he was like, "When's Jared going on?" I was like, "He's next." He's like, "Oh my god!"
That's a
Like,
good impression, by the way.
I know who you're talking
That's
about.
a good impression.
well, that's my motherfucking man, dude.
He's the man. He's the man.
I always have a great time when I go and I drink with him.
We love our nameless friends out there.
Yeah. My thing with that, like,
But he was
I
like,
wanted to go on.
he like cocked his head back and everything. It was so funny, too.
I wanted to go on. Like, I didn't want to go on in front of somebody who was going to be some shit because I wanted to be able to be able to gauge whether my shit was good or were these people just like, okay, well, the last person was shitty. This one was slightly better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of like in the middle because I rewatched it back on video and it was like,
It's all right.
No,
You're,
I mean,
you're
it
gonna
needs
be your
improvement. It
you're
needs
gonna be your
improvement.
worst critic, man.
Like,
Just remember that.
I mean, look, obviously, we've talked about the broccoli joke, and like I said, you've owned that and turned it around. But otherwise, really, the flaws were not really your content. It was just natural things about. Obviously,
Performing.
you're new to this.
Yeah.
You're a little awkward, but that's going to change. The more you do it, you're going to be more comfortable and in the flow. And like I said, your content was good. I mean, like we talked about I can't think of it right now, but we talked a few minutes ago about the one where like the punchline was the problem, but you had a great setup. So that's going to change. You're going to figure out the punchline, and then it's going to be fucking gold. So you've got the content. You know what you're doing. It's just keep hitting it. Keep getting on stage. You get more comfortable, and then before you know it, you're going to feel like you're at home up there.
Yeah.
And I felt much better this time going up. Once I got up there, I felt loose, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
I like he was walking back and forth. Like most of them weren't doing like the walking back and forth thing. I don't know. I like when a stand up is walking back. I don't know. It's weird.
Let me tell you something, motherfuckers.
I got two things. Okay, so the person who records my stuff, it gets annoyed. Did I walk back and forth?
I can imagine, but
but there's two things to that.
It makes everyone feel more involved, I think.
That's not the number one.
Okay.
The number one is I'm slightly nervous.
It helps, yes, absolutely.
So
You're pacing. You're
exerting.
nervously pacing, yes.
Certain that energy.
Number two is like what you said is like if I'm over here the whole time and just talking to this section, these motherfuckers are gonna lose it.
It's like a concert.
And then they're gonna start fucking talking, and it's like, no. So then I go back over here to make sure, okay, you're involved. You're still here with me. You're not fucking going anywhere, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but then I'll go back to the other side. So it's more.
You're like Hulk Hogan, right? You got to cup the ear to every side of the crowd, brother.
It's performance. It's like, again, if I didn't do drama, I would not know that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Shakespeare over here.
Well,
I was pretty good at Shakespeare.
Yeah.
By the way.
We're really proud of you, man. Really, really proud of you.
Super
I know you got another show next Thursday. At the same venue.
Page 27,
527 Ugly Mug, DC.
7:15.
I'm gonna put the link for that one in the description. Please get tickets. And you don't have to show up. Just get tickets for me.
Yeah. Just buy a ticket and don't go see what you paid for. To support the Mad Scientist Lab podcast, which was awesome of the host to shout that out. Like, hey, we got Jared Smith coming up. Mad Scientist Lab podcast. And then I was over there like, yeah.
I was like, Mad Scientist Lab.
I had never felt more famous in my life. Hey. And I wasn't even up there. I was like, yeah.
I feel like I was the loudest for you.
To be honest, I didn't notice.
No, of course, you're in your zone. But, because one of the first people that went up had a podcast. So the host mentioned, like, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, right then I was like, oh, he's going to fucking shout out the Mad Scientist Lab when Jared goes up.
He asked me right before I went up. He was like, what do you want me to say? I'm like, just Jared Smith, Mad Scientist Lab podcast. I mean, he still didn't get it right, but
Dude, that's such a great.
The last host butchered that shit. I'm like, thanks, Vita, for fucking that all up.
Please like, share, subscribe, Mad Scientist Lab podcast.
The angry mathematicians den,
Featuring white guy
radio show.
So, but all in all, last Saturday was
super fun.
It was a lot of fun, very eventful.
I mean, it was cool just to go, like all of us to be out again and see live performances.
And Jared had so many people there. I mean,
dude, there was easily like 8.
No, I think I counted
because there was our table, and then we had all the girls. You know, like
we did.
Dude, half the crowd was your people.
No, it wasn't half.
It was
the
close.
people.
Like 40% was Jared.
No.
Come on, man, it's like 42.
It was
like
8
42.
people. That room was packed, more packed than you think.
Bro, we had 5 people,
and there was no ventilation in there whatsoever, and so we were breathing in all
I was
the
the 5th person.
Okay.
I don't count.
But then we had like 4 or 5 of our lovely lady friends.
Yeah.
And then we had our aforementioned nameless friend that RJ was with at the bar.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I didn't know this person was coming at all. Anyway.
I didn't know anybody was coming until I actually got to our place of endearment. Or not endearment, our place of gather, Tortuga Verde.
I knew of you two and 2 others. But I didn't know it was being spread around.
The whole squad.
I
Here's
the thing.
I knew that 2 of the girls were coming.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't want it to be spread around.
I know. I had to.
I didn't want it to be spread around like that because
Like
I need people to go to other shows. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well,
But it was kind of the perfect storm. It was a Saturday, and
nice weather.
Well, then guess what? Y'all buy tickets to the next one, the next Saturday one, which
Support my motherfucking man, dog. All right,
June 5. Stop
I
screaming.
hope my mom doesn't think I'm yelling at you
Yeah,
guys.
you are screaming.
I didn't mean to. Sorry.
I think your mom is used to you being you.
Yeah.
Which is very unfortunate, by the way. It's almost depressing, but that's okay.
We love you, RJ. Come on.
I know, but then I sit there.
You're getting into your fucking own head too much right now.
You're
already too far there.
You're in your
I'm
70s
not anywhere.
RJ
I'm not there.
attire.
I'm not there.
He's dressed like 70s RJ again.
You know, it's crazy.
I just noticed. Yeah.
That's what I said earlier.
So I took it out. I looked at.
Whoa, you took it out, bro.
I took the shirt out of the
took
closet.
it out and I looked at. Whoa. Now he's taking-
Excuse me while I whip this
So
out.
he's not gay, just his shirt's gay.
It's very colorful. Very, very. I thought about participating in extracurricular activities before the show.
With your shirt?
No, with
Extracurricular
the self-incrimination that I normally do, which we won't do anymore. I won't do anymore. But I did not do
On
it.
the advice of our counsel.
Hey,
And
we're
you
big
are
time.
our counsel.
We have legal counsel now.
No, we do.
You?
He's not done yet,
No.
but he will be.
Do I know him?
You may have seen him around. I don't think you know him.
So I was not aware of this either. So
Well, sometimes if you fucking look at the comments.
it's crazy. I don't. Well, I share,
And he subscribes.
and I subscribed. Okay.
And he does this description at fucking 9 o'clock.
At 9 o'clock.
When
Jared
I'm-
texts me at 1 o'clock. Description, sir. 8:30. Like, damn.
Because I'm done, but I'm like, especially since we did it on Friday, I was done fucking.
Done, son.
I think I may have done it Saturday night. No, I did something else Saturday night. So I'm going to have to do it tomorrow at some point because, so I need that tomorrow.
Okay, that's fine because we're going to go to the ball
Because
game.
we're going to the ball game.
Nice.
Did you get.
I did not buy a ticket yet.
Oh, shit.
Make sure you get a ticket.
Yeah, all right.
But don't say it like that. I feel like we need to come over and like hug you when
No,
you say
I know,
it like that.
I know what it is. And look, Trust me.
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
I know what you're gonna say.
I don't know what's happening, but we can discuss this afterwards, like adults.
He knows what I'm going to say.
I don't. Well, he knows, but I don't. But so anyway, real quick, the reason the description was taking so long is because, as usual, Mass Effect Legendary Edition.
Oh.
Go buy it now.
RJ just sitting there with a raging boner playing
No
Xbox.
fucking excuse.
Triple Xbox.
You can't take 5 minutes away from the game.
Not after I don't want to say anything self-incriminating. Okay, I agree. But bro, I was so sucked in to the game.
Bro.
It's great. Please go buy it if you're a fan of it. I just love it. I finished my first playthrough of the first game, and I'm going to be starting on Insanity, which is a very hard difficulty. Going to get me some achievements, going to dork out, and be alone the rest of my life. Okay, that was kind of perfect for that. I fucking hate you. I hate all of you, actually. I don't even know why I do this show. I don't know why I allow people to come in my house, my home, and insult me.
I'm not insulting
My mother
you.
insults me when you guys come over. Oh, hey, don't worry about RJ. He's just a little bitch.
Wow.
I had to pick up all the bugs and change the air filter. Well, you didn't
That's
ask me
not
to.
what she said.
No, and then she pulled out the hammer, bruh.
The hammer?
Okay, I'm sorry.
I wasn't there for that.
Valentine.
Yeah, that was a different time. A story I can probably never tell, but that's okay. So yeah.
Random question: is there a bottle opener down here?
Jared actually, I think he does have
What
one.
do you need one for?
I actually brought some Sam Adams tonight.
Oh.
so.
You brought some. Okay, catch it.
Wow! God,
Oh.
what kind of throw was that?
I don't know. It was heavier than I thought it was.
Oh God, Sean's gonna fall over.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I wish. But
To
anyway,
me,
it's just one of those things.
she was talking about my gut.
Yeah, but so we're talking about last Saturday. So if you guys remember last week's show, I could not find gas. Okay,
Oh yeah.
I was so very lucky. I woke up early Saturday because I knew I'd be gone all day because I had a lot of stuff to do. The gas station right here by the house, I just looked at it and there were people pumping gas. I fucking turned in that parking lot so quick, dude. And I didn't have to wait in line or anything. People started pulling in behind me, but they only had Ultra.
I am smart.
Yeah, I am very smart.
No,
And-
smiling.
Smile. Oh, I thought it said I'm okay.
So not so smart.
Yeah, it's so terrible. $4.
I threw that shit before I walked in the room.
As $4 a gallon. It's like $44 to fill up my tank, man. Which again, I know is not a lot. I know some people.
What is it normally?
Honestly, it's probably like $30, if like maybe.
I mean,
it's not horrible, but for me, $44 is a lot to put in my tank. But it's
yeah, I mean,
but it needed to be done.
that's a big increase.
I put 64 in when I filled it up,
Damn.
but I used premium.
Well, they didn't. All they had was Ultra, so I said, "Fuck it."
But
bro.
where I went it was like the last thing they had was premium. So
And so I was so lucky to find gas and attend an event.
it makes me wonder how many of you motherfuckers out there driving cars with no fucking power.
I mean, I go.
No, you go where?
I accelerate
No,
and the
you
vehicle
don't.
moves. What do you mean?
You put that low octane bullshit in your car.
My low. First of all, that low.
You
look
got
at
that LOB.
Actually, seeing my head from the side is really weird. I'm putting my glasses back
He
on.
said that LOB. What's the LOB?
That low octane bullshit. That's the name of the show.
Low octane bullshit. That's perfect. I need to write that down.
You down with the LOB? LOB.
For life.
I'm gonna put it in here so I remember.
Sweet.
So, yes, I was able to find gas. And like most people know, if you drive by gas stations now, they're just normal again.
Yeah.
There's gas.
Shocker.
There's gas.
Great punchline.
I know. I wasn't setting it up for a joke.
Oh, I
I
thought
was
you
just
were.
stating actual facts. Because there were the dipshits that were putting gasoline in grocery bags, fucking containers that you put your children's toys in.
Motherfucker.
Yes, you motherfuckers indeed. So I was happy to be able to get gas, and I'm still using the same tank.
Great Scott.
I don't go anywhere. It was my first time in DC, and God only knows how long. Probably slightly before the pandemic started. But I agree with Jared. It was nice to be out somewhere different. Your group of friends. Nice, I guess, spring, May evening. Weather's just right. Get a couple Steve Eisers in you, you know.
And
Listen to some
Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. And I got to scream, "Hoorah, Devil Dogs" to the 8th and 9 cats that was.
We're right there by the Marine Bay, or not the Marine housing.
Oh, right, yeah.
And they were like, "Hoorah, back!" I was like, "Yeah, those are my peoples."
And then he got this much taller. All right. But we had a great time.
But I'm not a baller.
RJ and I are all like, oh man, it's in the Southeast. Like, we're going to be in the hood. Like, it was not hood at all.
Southeast has changed a lot, mostly because of Nats Park.
Yeah. Although, still, if you go to Nats Park and you park in a certain lot, or
I know what you're talking about,
or you just take a wrong turn, you just hear that Wire theme song in your head.
You're talking about I forgot the name of the street, but like, say you're
probably MLK Boulevard, just
maybe.
Oh my god,
that other side of that shit. No, you don't want to be over there.
Yeah.
Fucking. Have you guys been to the Armory?
The
DC Armory?
Yeah.
When I was a fucking kid.
Yeah,
Dude,
probably for a circus, like in '97.
Yeah.
Or
Okay,
something.
so there was, I would say 7-8 years ago. We're a big fan. I'm like boxing. Okay, I know Jared's the MMA guy. He's a lot more the jiu-jitsu guy.
I used to love boxing, but there's just
the sport,
no great heavyweights.
Yeah,
anymore.
I know the sport is
not
definitely
the same.
So, but
it's getting better.
there was
when Floyd Mayweather retired, I was done with boxing.
Oh, because you got Tyson Fury, you got
all right.
Deontay Wilder.
You got what's the other guy, the English dude, English light skinned guy.
Don't know his name.
Can't remember his name either.
Lennox Lewis.
No.
Oh God, take me back.
But that's when boxing was the shit.
So there was a local guy from DC. His name was Lamont Peterson. Okay,
damn it, Lamont.
Yeah, so
dummy.
He was actually really, really good. Okay, and a buddy of mine. So I went to the Armory twice to see this guy box, and let me tell you something. That place is in the middle of the fucking hood, dude.
Yeah,
I'm not even remotely lying.
It wasn't always like that.
No, and I'm not saying it was, but I mean, we're going down there at 7:30 at night.
Or at least
and
maybe
we're going down the raggediest street, not to knock the environment or anything like that, but it's like the hood, dude.
It is what it is.
And then you get out, and then boom, massive building, the Armory. It's like, what the fuck? This is so it's so random. But getting there,
that's the city, bro.
I know, but the Armory was dope. The boxing event, man, you want to talk about something that brings out a lot of just rich people or women, like good-looking women.
Yeah.
Dude, there was people everywhere. I mean, it was nice. We had a great time, but it is it's like in the middle of the hood, dude. Like, no joke.
Well, I'll tell you when the Nats won the World Series and they played in the wild card game, my friend Donnie and I, who is a big fan of the show, shout out.
Like, share, subscribe, Donnie.
Yep. Oh, yep. He's definitely liked and subscribed at least.
Well, I need him to.
Donnie, you need to share.
Too.
All right, Donnie, comment on this
and share too.
Yeah, come on.
And share. All right. So
we're bullying motherfuckers.
He drove. We went to the game, the wild card game, and he found on there's like these apps or whatever where you find parking in the city. Like, so he found this garage at a Safeway, and this website where he bought the parking did not disclose that, well, this lot closes at midnight. So we didn't find this out until we were leaving or until we got there. And the guy says, hey, just so you know, like, because he'd probably been telling this to a ton of other Nats fans parking there, like, this closes at 12. And so we're like, so if we don't get back here by 12, he's like, well, we open at whatever time in the morning. It's like, so you got to come back and get your car, motherfucker. And of course, baseball, I mean, being the baseball nerd I am, I think this is one of the great things about baseball. But one of the things some people don't like about baseball is there is no clock. So baseball can go on however long. And, I mean, baseball gets a lot of shit for taking too long. But look, people, baseball games take no longer than football games. I'm just saying. But they both take a long fucking time. Yeah. And especially a playoff game can take longer because there's more commercial breaks, more pitching changes. People are taking longer. Everything's more tense. So this game started at 8 o'clock. So okay, you probably got like a 20, 30-minute walk to the lot. well, there's a good chance this game's going to be over 3 hours. Like, and so when we walked from the garage to the stadium, yeah, like I said, I'm like hearing the Wire theme song in my head. It's like, okay, this walk is scary enough right now. Like, I'm basically seeing like drug deals going down right in front of us. This is 7:30, so like, imagine in 4 hours. But the big dilemma is, well, what if the game is running too long? And I basically, as shitty as this may make me sound, I basically told Donnie, like, well, I'll take Metro home if I have to. Like, wow. So in the 8th inning, you know, Juan Soto gets the hit, and it looks like it's just going to tie the game. And so Donnie tells me in his head, he's excited they're going to tie the game, but he's like, fuck, if this game's tied, it goes to extra innings, I'm going to have to walk back all by myself. Like, and thank God the Brewers right fielder botches it, so the extra run scores, the Nats win in regulation, we can both walk back in time. Like, because the other thing is, it's not just about me walking back with him, it's if the game's over, there's a bunch of people walking back, so you're good, you know? Yeah. But when it's like, you're the lone guy walking back by yourself, like, hey guys,
Blocka. You know?
Oh my God, Jesus Christ!
Sorry, that was kind of necessary. And you know what else is necessary, ladies and gentlemen?
Liking, sharing, and subscribing.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to episode 90. Yes, 90 of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. As always, it is IRJ, the pizza guy, along with Jared, the visual mad scientist, and soon to be stand-up national
legend.
treasure.
I hope so.
Yeah, all right. And our good friend Shawn, who is always kind enough to bring over pizza and goods for us. You are super special to us, and we will probably go get obliterated somewhere. So until next show, I don't know if it's next week, Tuesday, right? You said Tuesday?
Probably Tuesday. Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so
it's the next show.
oh, dude, oh my God, that's great. We have to get that on a thing. Jared might not understand it, but I do completely.
That's a big show. Like, come.
Yes.
Oh my God, we should just stop recording right now.
All right, folks. Thank you
All right,
so much.
we'll see you guys next
love
week.
you.
Thank you for the love and support. We'll see you. Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Episode 91.
Bye,
91.
bitches.
I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever.
Audio Skulls all day.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Exactly.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist